Today the weather cleared up a little, and exactly during the time that I thought I'm gonna ride my cycle, I did a little skate on my old power slide skates with the Kato Motors frame and the power slide wannabe Aliexpress wheels. And I want to talk to you about how they hold up over time. I've skated them and abused them quite some time. And I had an old Kato Motors frame laying around 4x100, and I know these frames were almost match grade, and because of the 100 there can be a little bit bigger wheels in it, so up to about 103.5, 104 millimeters, and I thought the wheels weren't quite, they weren't bullet shaped or neatly rounded because of some abuse, and I thought I grind them down. I did that before. I did it way in the past when you didn't have the money for other wheels. I grinded them all to the same diameter, and then I skated them again. Now I have the money, but I had these wheels almost for free. And what I did is I took a spinning machine, did a bolt through the wheels, take a file, and I grind them down. And when they are to the diameter that I want them to be, so they are all the same, I take a very fine file and I file them to what I call training wheel. A training wheel isn't very pointy, but quite round. And because of that you can take the edges very secure, but also very slowly. So that's they are kind of slow. They get slower because they are not the footprint is a little bit bigger on the ground, so they get slower. These wheels were made as 85A by Megala. Well, they weren't 85A. I think they are 82, 83 at the most. Quite soft wheels, quite comfortable, if you will. The hubs have quite some play in them, quite some flex, I should say flex. But that's very nice. To be honest, on the road, when the tarmac isn't that good, I took these wheels out because they were very comfortable. Maybe not that fast, but I didn't mind. It was for the training. And I use them now on a track, and they hold up fine on the track. Amazingly, I might say. Are they worth the money? Yes, in my case. No, if you compare them to the better wheels. They are like an infinity wheel by Power Slide or a swell wheel maybe. And they don't hold up to that same level. So do they hold up fine? Well, in my case, if you take both edges and you know what you're doing and grind them down and such things, these wheels are fine. Would I recommend them? Well, maybe no. Yes, if you don't have the money to spare, but if you do have the money to spare, you could better buy a slightly used wheel from a big brand. Also had problems with big brands in the days, and also later days, like I said with my versatile wheels, the clearing in the hubs wasn't good. There was play in it. I have some Atom fly wheels that also have a little play in that. I have a trick to get past that. I use tape through the wheel and put in the bearing, and then the play is gone, but it's not ideal. It's good, but not ideal. But those hold up quite fine. They have lots of grip. I have skated them also in moist and wet conditions, and they are almost like a wet wheel, I think. I don't skate that much on wet wheels, but I have been skating on them, and I compare them a little bit against that. Not quite, but they come a lot of ground, or they cover a lot of ground to that idea of wet wheels, rain wheels, if you will. And that's the whole story of the wheels. So I've grinded them down, and I hope you can see it. They are not very pointy or bullet shaped anymore, but they are quite good, and yeah, I keep using them for that use. So over time I will see how they hold up with a year, say a year. I don't know, but at the moment quite pleased with them. They don't cost that much, I believe around 4 or 5 euro a piece, but if you go for bargain hunting, sometimes the big brands are also priced at that range. So yeah, I would buy a big brand then. So thanks for watching, maybe till the next time. Bye for now.